I'm Rail Spider, and I'm going to show you guys which Marvel character I think would make best use of the Wii Remote and the nunchuck attachment. The Marvel Universe has a lot of great characters, and a lot of them would make good use of the unique control the Wii uses. But I've decided on a top 3, so watch on and I'll show you which one I've decided makes best use of the motion sensing controls. Wolverine is probably the most popular character Marvel has created. He's in all the games, Marvel games, he's in a lot of their comics, he's in all the X-Men movies, he's just a really popular guy. I think the ladies like him because he's kind of mysterious, rugged, good looking, and the men like him just because he's got claws and he breaks stuff. That's cool. So I think a lot of people when they pick up a game like Marvel Ultimate Alliance, they're going to choose Wolverine first. I know I will because he's just a bad character, like, so much fun. And I think the Wii Remote has a lot of potential to make the most of Wolverine's fighting ability. Now Wolverine's pretty simple, just uses his claws for attacks, does a few jumps, just his strength and his just healing ability, which is automatic, that make him unique. So the nunchuck, obviously you use the analog stick to move him around, maybe the C button for jumping, I don't know, it's up to the developers what they want to put that for. And then of course the Wii Remote, that'll be for his claw actions and that sort of thing, so slash that way, you get a bit of claw. Slash that way, maybe a right attack. That's all pretty basic, really. Kind of intuitive. And you could put a forward attack on, and a jump forward, or an uppercut. It's all pretty simple. I think to add a little bit more depth, you could hold maybe the B trigger or the Z trigger in, and that'll let you do a few special moves, maybe. Like spin, something like that. The other thing I was thinking as well is a unique feature Wolverine does have in the comics especially is his Berserker Rage, where he kind of loses control and his Wolf Instinct takes over. Now I think that could be added really well into the game. Maybe if you hold the remote vertically, hold the trigger in, and it can be in shape. And basically on the screen you'd see Wolverine, you wouldn't be blind anymore. He'd be attacking anything you roll extra strong, including your teammate. So I think that will extra depth to the game. It'll screw your friends there if you're playing multiplayer, so really fun feature I think they could add. And then obviously you could get back to normal and do a few normal attacks. So Wolverine is definitely a simple gamer's choice, and he's my number 3. My number 2 choice, the unique use of the Wii Remote, is Cyclops, another X-Man. Now, I don't really like Cyclops as much as Wolverine as a character. He's just not really likeable, bit of a snob, but he does have some really cool abilities that I think would really benefit from the use of motion sensing. So again, you'd use the nunchuck for moving Cyclops around, C for jumping. But what would make it a bit different, of course Cyclops' ability is his laser eyes. Now, usually in games you hit a different button for different kinds of lasers. You can do the straight laser that goes straight ahead, or you can spread it out a little bit. With the Wii Remote you'd have direct control over how much the lasers spread, what kind of laser it is, what kind of damage it does, whether it knocks your opponent in the air or whether it does spearing damage right through their chest. It's just some really cool stuff. So basically you'd maybe control Cyclops' melee, just his normal swings, similar to Wolverine. But you'd also control his laser by holding down the B trigger, and of course that would shoot a laser. Jab forward, straight laser, pretty simple. Hold B and do a spread like that, you'd send out a wave in that motion. Then of course I think you could add some cool features. If you hold that and do a, you'd knock your opponents down with a high laser blast, and an upward scoop would create a knock-up kind of laser that allows you to hit your opponents out of the air. Now, of course, that's just basics. I mean, you could get really advanced with this and have some really cool stuff coming from Cyclops' eyes, and I think that would really be a cool feature in the game. Unfortunately, Cyclops isn't a playable character in Marvel Ultimate Alliance, but that might change with these cool ideas. So he's my number 2. My number 1 choice is Mr. Fantastic. Now this guy has unlimited potential, and he's really undersold in the other games where you just push buttons like on the PlayStation or the Xbox. With the Wii Remote you have a lot more control, and you can really take advantage of his elastic properties, which is just... it becomes awesome in a game, I would think. So you use a nunchuck just like with Cyclops and Wolverine, moving with the analog stick, jumping with C. But then, of course, same as the Cyclops, basic attacks would be with the Wii Remote, just swing it. But to start using elastic properties, holding the B trigger, swing, you can his arm stretches out, still punches, really cool. I think the longer you swing while the trigger's held in, a longer stretch. So that's just the surface of what Mr. Fantastic can do once you're using the controller properly. Another cool feature I really thought up was, in the comics, Mr. Fantastic's always been out of trouble by shrinking really small, or even getting really big, stretching out. So with the remote you can kind of mimic this, push the Z trigger and the B trigger together, bring the controls together, and you get a really small Mr. Fantastic. Stretch them out, you get a really big one. And your allies can use this, they can kind of bounce characters off you, anything really, and this would be a really interesting aspect of the game, I think. Just bring them together and release the triggers to get it back to normal size. Just do a few normal hits, a few stretchy hits. I mean, everything can be done with the controls, and you know, it really adds a level to Mr. Fantastic. Makes it a lot more fun to play, and he's my choice for the #1 Marvel character, making the best use of the Wii Remote. So thanks for watching. Hope I win.